Hello, everyone. This is the build business building live. I'm coming at you a little later than usual. Oh my goodness. I hope you're going well. Everything is going fine with your business and with yourselves. First, today I want to talk about business building and mindset, especially. Um, I'm going to share a lot of things of behind the scenes. And so, usually, I wanted to make sure that I had my schedule on and I would always, always show up at the same time in the same day to, cover my business building lives. And so today, I was thinking, you know what? I just can't stick to the schedule. And so the power of being in my own boss, basically like running my own business, and the entire idea around the Queen Boss is to be able to build a business that feels good and where I don't feel like I have to do something, but I'm doing it because I want to do it, and it comes from a place of pleasure instead of coming from a place of having to and stress and things like that. And so today I decided, you know what, screw it. It's not gonna happen at 2 p.m. as usual. It's just gonna happen a little later, and that's fine. I would still come up and deliver the best of my knowledge at that moment. And so today I was called into doing a mindset topic into this live, and I haven't been covering mindset in a very long time. As a matter of fact, that if I remember, I was doing that a lot in the beginning of this year. And so yeah, mindset, the importance of mindset when you're building a business. And this is what I'm going to be talking about today. And so if you're watching the replay, type hashtag replay. And I really want to open this as a conversation rather than me coming and preaching, because I'm not preaching anything. I'm just sharing, the most important things into building a business. And then I'm going to be talking about the mindset, but more like about the motivation and the mindset block, the limiting beliefs. These days I'm working a lot on my limiting beliefs. As a matter of fact, since the beginning of this year, it has been a core focus into my life and my business, because I was thinking the word of my year was elevate. And so if you want to elevate into something better and upgrade or improve, if your word of 2018, I want to know what is your word of 2018 and leave it in the comment. For me, it was elevate, as I said. And so when you're transitioning, because an elevation and upgrading is a transition, right? When you're transitioning towards something that is new, that you're not used to, basically, it's kind of like when you want to shift from your comfort zone, right? And instead of having your comfort zone being at the level that it is at right now, it's all about elevating that comfort zone. So basically, you elevate your life and your mindset and the way you think, and especially you're elevating your identity as a person. And so in business, we all want to grow and things like that, right? We all want to make more sales and become more successful and, develop our business, have more money, have more freedom, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, right? And so when you really want those things, in order for those things to stick in your life, right, you have to elevate your comfort zone. This is where all the goodness is actually happening, right? Is that once you only operate, like your baseline, right? I'm gonna be using this word a lot. It's like the baseline of what's acceptable in your life is it's also like your comfort zone, right? And so once you elevate these standards of your baseline and be like, okay, this is no longer acceptable for me, this is acceptable for me, I want my business, I want my life to be this way, right? Again, there's a transition, there's a work of transition. And so it's all about believe me, the money that you wanna make in your business is all about what's happening in your mind and what you are settling for, right? What is your baseline? The baseline would be like your comfort zone and what you automatically come back to. And so what I realized into my journey, especially these last 6 months, where at the beginning I was talking a lot about mindset and things like that, and so after that I kept on covering um less mindset but more technical stuff, right? The how to's. In my business things has shifted, right? And I was trying to figure out a lot of things on um how to present my next thing. What am I going to be working towards, right? And so I realized that, you know what, like truly in order to elevate I have to do a lot of mindset work. But it's not just mindset, it's like, I want to call that emotional health. Emotional health and self-care. And when I'm saying self-care, of course taking care of my body and eating well, which is like my core focus at the moment. um uh Training and things like that, right? But I want to talk about the deeper work that you have to do, the ugly work that you have to do. Because I say ugly because you're gonna have to. I did it, right? This is why I'm sharing that today with you, is that the way that I did it is that I realized that there was a lot of things, and especially my self-confidence, that I had to work on. And every time that something would come up and make me realize that I wasn't self-confident, that I wasn't confident enough into myself, into my being, and believing that I can actually achieve something, which is kind of crazy because I achieved a lot of things in my life, yet I'm still struggling with self beliefs and believing that I can achieve something higher, right? And I think that this is something that every human being has to struggle with at some point. And I know that when you're elevating, working on elevating to your next level, this is something you will always have to work with. And the way that I did it and realized is that every single time that this will come up, something will come up that will make me feel like I'm not believing in myself. It would hurt really bad and get me emotional on a very deep level. And when you're like struggling to pass from your past and leaving your all the things from the past and forgiving yourself for mistakes or for things that happened in your life, right? And it comes back again. You're like, oh my god, again, I can't believe I'm still struggling with that. And so if you feel me into what I'm saying, please leave me that in the comment, because that's really important for me to know. And so yeah, it would get me really emotional, and it would hurt me at a deeper level. So I realized that, you know what, okay, right now I'm just gonna stop and I'm gonna feel it, because I can't run from it anymore. I want to be done with that shit, right? So I had to sit down and slow down for a while, which I did around February, March, April, until May, right? May, June. Where I kind of started to feel better is that I allowed, especially also in January, I allowed myself to deal with the ugly, because I knew that, you know what, this is it for me. This is it. I'm no longer available for this bullshit. I'm tired. I'm tired to a point where I cannot stand it anymore to have to deal with my own bullshit, right? And I mean, with those issues and, feeling hurt from what happened in my past and things like that. And, learning to forgive myself, that I was like, you know what, I'm just going to allow this to be processed in my mind. And I did a lot of meditations. Meditations are amazing when it comes to dealing with past issues, because Okay, if you aren't aware yet, I'm really passionate about psychology. And when you have to deal with psychological traumas and things like that, you have to speak to your subconscious, because the subconscious is having a huge impact on so many things that you do every single day, right? And when you are meditating, you're putting yourself into a relaxation state that is so deep that at that moment when you are giving yourself affirmations, it takes like you have to, the way that I see it is that you truly have to literally sit down or lay down and allow your mind to go really deep inside your soul, right? You're talking to your soul, you're talking to your subconscious. It's a deep work, and it doesn't happen like that overnight, right? You, like the way that I did it is that I did it a couple of times throughout those months that went through in 2018. And so this is one of the main reasons why I started to do live meditations. And so, if you haven't listened to my last meditation, this is precisely what I'm telling you. It's a meditation that truly deserves to be listened and worked on at least 3 to 4 times in your life. I mean, right now, if you're dealing with having to transition from one place to another, this is definitely a meditation for you, right? Because I walk you through how to talk to your subconscious. Because once your subconscious is clear, your conscious and everything that you do on a daily basis is clear, and you feel aligned, you feel in peace with yourself. And what is what is more important than feeling in peace with yourself? Truly, I don't believe that there's anything that tops that. And if you agree with me, let me know that in the comment. If you disagree with me, let me know that in the comment. Though I don't think you will ever disagree with that. Feeling in peace with yourself is like the bliss in life. And I think this is what every human being on this earth is trying to achieve. And so when you're doing this work, really allow yourself to go deep, and it's gonna get ugly, and that's fine. You're gonna cry, and that's fine. It's gonna hurt, and you know what? It's fine, because it's not gonna last. It's not gonna last because you will take the decision to think and say, this is the last time, right? I don't want this to come back and harass my mind anymore, right? So today is happening, and that's the last time. After that, I'm done. After that, I'm done, right? And so it has a lot to do with forgiving yourself. And I did this work, where I had to forgive myself for two things: the mistakes that I have made, and most importantly, how I've been hurt by people in my life, my in the previous years, right? Every single time that I got hurt by someone, right? And it's like, I don't know if you're like me, but I tend to, which is crazy, I tend to hold it against me. If I have let someone hurt me, then it's my fault. Even if it's they did it, right? They were wrong in the way that they hurt me, right? And the way that I would see it, like, before. Right now, I'm really seeing things differently. Is that before I used to think I would never hurt someone this way. Like, how dare she do this to me, right? I would never do that to someone, because I don't want anyone, like, just knowing the fact that I made someone feel this crappy disgusts me, right? So I would never do that. So, like, how dare he, how dare she? And then I would be like, how dare I to let that happen to me, right? And so instead of also being angry at them, I would be angry at myself. And I have accumulated this for so long. I mean, all my life, right? I'm 30 years old today, and all my life accepting this. And I had to forgive myself, and let go of a lot of shit that are no longer serving me. And so I did this work, and I'm still from time to time, because it's a work in progress. I really see the difference right now where I'm sitting at right now, and so that's why I want to share this beautiful work that I've done with myself with you. And truly, I think I will get into this with you in here. And so I promise a meditation because it's in the title too. And if you're listening, if you're watching, you're probably waiting for that. It's gonna happen. Hold on a little second. And I wanted to say something that was doing the work. Doing the work and allowing yourself to do the work and be compassionate with yourself and truly forgiving yourself for the things that happened to you in the past. Let go. And so, I know I speak fast. Right, let's do it. So, if you have a moment, just clear your mind. We're going to do like a really quick meditation, and I'm going to give you affirmations that really help. And additionally to that, again, please listen to my last meditation. It's in my podcast available. I will be putting the link in the comments. Right. So first of all, I'm going to drink. Make sure you drink. These days, the weather is just crazy. I don't know where you're at. Right now, I'm in France. And oh my God, it's so freaking hot in here. Full disclosure, I'm only wearing this. No pants today. Like, it's not even possible to wear anything else. Anyways. Okay. So we're going to relax. What I love to do and what is super important is that whenever I meditate, I make sure that the shoulders are relaxed, because I tend to hold on a lot of stress into my neck, the back of my neck, and my higher part of the back, right? The higher part here in the shoulders, in between the shoulder blades especially. So roll back your shoulders and let that go. We are here taking a second for ourselves. We're going to be speaking to our subconscious. And so we have to let all the tension go down, right? Breathe deeply. Let everything go down. Nothing else matters. It's just you, your breathing, your heartbeat, and talking to your subconscious. If that helps, put your head on your chest, right? And really close your eyes and breathe down. Breathe in, holding for 2 seconds, and breathe down. I'm going to share with you the affirmations that really helped me the most. For me, it's safe. It is safe for me to become XYZ. So whatever I wanted to become, which was, it is safe for me to forgive myself. It is safe for me to become a person, the type of person that takes care of herself. It is safe for me to take care of myself and expand in my life and in my business. It is safe for me to charge for my services. It is safe for me to accept the money for my services. My services is my gift, and my gift and my knowledge deserves to be paid for. It is safe to accept this money. It is safe to invest that into my business. It is safe for me to transition. It is safe. It is safe is so important because when we struggle into transitioning to a new level of our lives, at some point it's you getting out of your comfort zone, and so at some point you're going to hit resistance. Your subconscious is going to hit resistance because it's not used to that new level of your life, and so it is safe is what truly is going to shift that belief and that feeling of being scared. It is safe to do whatever you want. So, as you drafting your own affirmations, implement it is safe to XYZ. It is safe to transition to that next level of your life. It is safe to be that person. It is safe to receive and accept to receive the attention. It is safe to receive and accept to receive the money. Here we are talking about money mindset. And what we truly want to do in here with this meditation and talking to your subconscious and with those affirmations is to shatter self-sabotage. So you will never find yourself in a situation where you're allowing yourself to self-sabotage. And I have one affirmation that just covers that, and it is safe for me to become XYZ, and I will not allow anything, anyone else, including myself, to hold me back. So when you are doing this, you like it's truly you're not you won't allow anyone else in your life, anything in your life, thoughts or fears and things like that, including myself, into holding me back into this stage. It is safe and I am ready to step into XYZ that you really want to step into, right? That state of freedom, that state of self-love and self-care, whatever you're working on, it is safe and I am ready. I'm ready to do the work and I'm committed to myself. Safe, ready, committed. Safe, ready, committed. And speak to your subconscious this way. So it is safe for me to take care of myself, to upgrade my life, my lifestyle. I'm ready to do the work and I'm committed to myself. I'm committed to this dream. I'm committed to this plan, right? I think switching the word dreams to plan has more an actionable step. And so it will, speak to your subconscious that you're ready to do the work. And so at that moment when you're about to hit the floor and do the damn thing, nothing, or especially your subconscious, won't be there to hold you back, right? So, really working on shattering the self-sabotage. And self-sabotage is something that we all deal with. And we do that because we are transitioning to something new and it feels uncomfortable. It feels like we are scared about something. We are scared about what if this happened? What if that happened? And truly, especially when you're like elevating your life, elevating your lifestyle, subconsciously, we are scared on so many things that it's work in progress to reveal what you are scared of, right? For example, what if I lose weight and people are starting looking at me, and then I will become vain and I will become a bad person. I will be too full of myself because right now, I am feeling myself, I've lost weight and things like that. And so this is sometimes even you're thinking that way without even knowing. And so this is what pushes you to self-sabotage and go back to the weight that you are right now, right? Same into business. okay, what if I'm actually transitioning and I'm having a lot of money, and then people around me start resenting me for that and hating me, and they won't want to hang out with me anymore, or my partner is going to leave me, my friend, my best friend is going to hate me because they really don't believe in that, my parents are going to reject me, they don't believe in having a lot of money and things like that. And truly, I know from experience and from speaking to a lot of my clients is that giving yourself the permission to go after what you want and truly succeed in business, and I mean succeed in a big way, right? Really big way. um, there's there's a fear underlying in here that you will lose the people in your life if you succeed into becoming this person, and you will then be alone and attracting the wrong kind of person. Okay, I want to speak to that. I want to speak to that because I feel this is so important, and it's that it's like I know that as a person, I've been through that, and I know a lot of people are going through that. Here's the thing. Can you think about a moment in your life in the past, right? Where you actually transition to where you are at right now? And I'm talking about business, or whether you used to be in a 9 to 5 and now you're in business, or you used to have no job and now you're in business, or you're still working in your job and before you had a lower pay grade job and now you're like on a higher paid job, right? Um, what happened into this transition, and did you really lose these people from your life? Did those things truly happened, right? 99% of the case, oh, I'm gonna be like relaxed about that. 90% of the case, the answer was no. I'm sure of that. And if it's a yes, ask yourself, was this change for the better? And I'm gonna tell you, I know for sure that if you haven't switched back to that step you used to be in and you're still in this new step, the answer is no for sure. It's not true. It's not ultimately true, because you would have already self-sabotaged yourself to go back to that person you used to be. And that is like what's the most important for you to really think about, and expand on that thought, right? Is that if you have transitioned, and it's for sure you have transitions from a previous state of mind, previous life, to where you are at right now. And if you have stayed into this state that where you are right now for a while, it means that you were ready to transition, and that was the right transition for you. And especially you got yourself ready and you accepted this change and you stayed in this change, which is so important. You stayed in this change because it was better for you, and you realize that. And so right now, what is your heart calling you to? What is your main aspiration right now? Where do you want to be? Like, where are you headed right now, right? Oh my God, it's so hot in here. Where are you headed right now? That's the question. Where are you headed right now? And truly, if this is your calling in your heart, it means you're meant to do that. And so the main thing, the number one thing that you have to work on is your self-sabotaging. Because once you understand and learn how to transition and work with that self-sabotage, and you already have done the work on forgiving yourself for the past, and like not allowing all the past BS and hurt and emotions to hurt you until today, right? Once you're doing these two things, um, it's the door open to your wildest dreams. And isn't that what everyone wants, truly? So when I'm working with my clients, I'm working on that also a lot because mindset is so damn important. And so I have a framework that is called, what, it's a process. It's called Permission to Profit process, and it's like it's all about what I've spoken to you today. And I go in deeper work. It's truly a step by step where I'm like, taking the hands of my clients and doing the work with them. And I love working one on one on this. And I'm thinking of no, actually, I know that next month I want to do a course on that. And so, before anything else, I'm working on my From Confused to Profitable challenge, and I have decided on a day, first week of September, I'm coming to you live with From Confused to Profitable challenge, or I don't know if I want to call it a challenge, but let's just call it a challenge because everyone wants to be challenged, and why not, right? So yeah, let's do that. The challenge, it's gonna happen on the first week of September. And if this is a topic that you really liked, like if you like this video, you're going to love, absolutely love this From Confused to Profitable, because I'm going to be covering mindset and identity shifting and comfort zone and shattering your mindset block, as well as self-sabotage, truly. And I'm not just going to stay there. We're going to cover steps on actually creating money in your business together. And I'm so pumped and excited to share all this stuff with you. This is my framework, as I explained to you, at its best, which I call the Permission to Profit process. And yeah, let's work together. Let's do this. Let's have fun. Let's make money in our businesses together. Let's become the best version of ourselves. Let's just allow ourselves, give ourselves the permission to profit in terms of goodness in our lives, happiness, having money, freedom, whatever you call it. So I'm gonna put the link of the From Confused to Profitable challenge. I really want you to join it. I'm super excited. It's gonna be fun. If you like meditations, let me know, because I'm sure that I will end up putting meditations in the challenge, because it's part of it. Again, like when you're dealing with mindset and having the right state of mind. I'm gonna put it like that. You have to speak to your subconscious. This is psychological, like this is how we human beings function, right? And we're gonna do the deep work. And it's for you if you're all ready to do the work and you're like, you know what, girl, I'm ready to let this bullshit behind me. I'm ready to become XYZ, the best version of myself. And so what's more amazing to that is that once you learn this skill of transitioning from one state to another, from one state of mind to another, from a stage of your business, one stage to another, that like when you're elevating yourself, let's just call it that way, that skill of elevating, you can do that as many times as you want in your life, and it's just going to help you into becoming the person you really want to become, having the life that you really want to be having, right? And not dealing with the BS anymore. And what's more important and what's more beautiful than having the full control of your life, because you are so much more powerful than you think, and you can do so much more than you think right now, truly. So if you have questions around that, please drop that in the comments. I'm really super pumped about working with you on all this stuff. If you liked it, let me know that in the comments. If you're joining, let me know that in the comments. If you're joining the From Confused to Profitable challenge, let me know that. I will put the link in here. Allow me, I will do it now, so it's gonna be done. So it's bit.ly/ and all attached, capital letter, From Confused. So From Confused to Profitable. table profitable. Got it. It's in the comments. Put your email list. Put your email in the list. This is just the waiting list, and I will let you know when it's live precisely. And yay! I hope you're ready for this transformation because I'm like super pumped. I'm really, really, really happy to be able to work on this stuff with you. And I did it myself. Why can't you? Right? Everyone is able to do that. And so, yeah. Thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, or just replay, because you know, who cares about the hashtags? This is Facebook. And yeah, thank you so much for watching until the end. Oh yeah, and make sure you are tuning into this meditation that I spoke to you about. And after after this live, when I hop offline, I will put the link because truly it's the bomb. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.